Hi, this is Rachel, and I wanted to talk to the INFJs again. But this time I would like to talk about working on not acting stuck up. It's not okay, in my opinion, for the people posting videos that are like, hey, you know, this is what an INFJ is like doing this. This is what an INFJ is like doing that. And a lot of times what follows up after that is an attitude like, well, it doesn't matter what other people think, and it doesn't matter what other people say, because I am an INFJ, and that's the way it is. Well, that's not being very open, and it's gonna shut people off from you, you know, especially if there's people that you invest a lot of time and effort in, and I know that you have somebody like that, because that's what INFJs do. They have a motherly part to them where they always want to be accommodating and be giving and be there. It's not fair for them because, you know, they're not like you. They don't have your information. They don't have the ability to give as much as you do. They don't have the ability to show care like that. They don't have the creativity like you do. And they probably don't have as much intuition as you. So I think I understand. And I'm not talking about getting taken advantage of. I'm talking about being closed off. So having an arrogant attitude and an arrogant look about you, that you are above and you know better and you know how to stay away from this person and you know how to get this done, and you know it's going to be you independent and all this stuff, is not even true. There's no reason to be arrogant about it. There's a reason to be open about it. So if you know something that somebody else doesn't, if you have a skill that somebody else doesn't, then, you know, we should be sharing that with each other and not complaining as much. Because if people are going to complain that the world is so hard to be in, then aren't we responsible that we're not going out and giving them other options? Another thing that I don't like is when people are posting on YouTube that it's okay and they should door slam more, and that's okay. If you get fed up with somebody, yeah, it's okay to, you know, cut them off. But it's not okay to cut somebody off because you have issues addressing your boundaries. You're the one who has issues maintaining and standing up for those boundaries. Like I said in another video, you know, if you have a yard and you know you own the yard, it's yours, they should know better and you shouldn't have to say anything. But that's not the way the world is, you know. A lot of people are like, hey, I'm going to get mine before I give yours. And what happens is sometimes when they're getting theirs, they forget and think that they don't have to give back because they were able to take the way that they did. Maybe INFJ shouldn't be so accommodating. You know, maybe they should hold it back. It's okay to want to do something for somebody so much and not, you know, take it to that level. If you just meet somebody, you don't, you know, plant their garden and decorate and put wallpaper up for them. If you don't know them, there needs to be some things invested in you first. And I don't like it when people are saying it's okay that we're introverted to go hide and be introverted. We need to spread that and teach other people how to be introverted and teach other people the benefits of being able to process and think for yourself. We need to show them the benefits of being your own friend and having confidence. We need to show them that intuition makes sense and that it's real. A lot of people don't believe in intuition. I just think INFJs are way too creative. They're too smart. They know too much. The combination of the personality qualities are too good. They're too good of friends, and they take care of people well. They're humanitarians. To not share that, not give it to other people to hide. Like, I want to meet more INFJs, and I don't. But just because you're rare and special does not mean it's okay to have arrogance. Because I'm going to tell you what, arrogance is not rare, and it's not special. That has to do with an ego problem. And, you know, I would really like more good things said about INFJs. People are not addressing the shadow of the INFJ. There's so much we can do. Look, people get confused and they think that I'm extroverted because I have very good social skills. My social skills are really sharp. And I have enough empathy to be able to make that connection. But, you know, so that doesn't mean that I'm not introverted, and it doesn't mean I don't try to take the extroverted skills and sharpen them. You know, I'm not sure if I'm making a lot of sense. It makes sense to me. The truth about extroverts is they are able to have really different intimate relationships than us. And why is that? Because if you're extroverted, you have to put up with people's stuff. You're not going to always avoid people with drama. You're going to have to learn how to work through it without cutting them off. You still have to work with people. There's still people in the grocery store. You know, if you yell at people in the grocery store or you have a problem with the grocery store, you're going to run out of grocery stores if you keep cutting the grocery stores off. Eventually, you're going to end up driving 50 miles to get groceries because, you know, you burn bridges at every deli or something. You know, there are some people who are spreading information about INFJ information, but they're not doing anything. They're living with their parents, not doing anything. And one way you can tell is if all the videos are in their bedroom. Like, we are smart enough to know, hey, I really like this person. They have good things to say. But there's certain things I'm not going to listen to. Like, I'm not going to listen to what they say about relationships and approaching people. And I'm not going to listen about, you know, what your advice is on a career or a job. I'm not going to. Because if you know that and you're sitting in your room and you live at your parents', that means you looked up everybody else's information. You did the research. You did your book work on what kind of video to give. But it doesn't mean it's coming from your heart. And it doesn't mean that's the person we should be getting the information from. You know? And sometimes the best information is in yourself. But I know it's hard because you want to search, hey, I want to know that I have something to relate to. And when people are describing a personality traits, other people or the person with the personality trait just wants validation. Like, oh, well, if I have validation, that means that a lot of people feel the same way about this personality. So, yeah, you know, we're unique, creative, introverted, you know, whatever. But I think the problem is that the even though the judgment may not be our strongest trait, it's definitely one of the biggest issues we have. You know, the judgment's hardcore. It's like cutthroat. And if you're going to be so giving and spend all this time with them, then you have a responsibility when you're thinking about shutting the door, which most INFJs won't do. They door slam. You know, like, what are you taking away from that person? You know, if I have somebody who bails me out financially out of all of my problems, and then I wasn't being honest or totally, like, right in my situation, you know, I don't want them to cut me off. You know, maybe work with me a little. Maybe tell me what's up. Give me your advice. And even after we say, hey, you know, this is not fair. It's not right. When we tell people that about an issue, a boundary, whatever it is, you know, a rule, we can't expect them to change right away, even for us. Some people won't change unless there's a death in the family. Some people won't change unless they're homeless on the street. You know, some people can't remember to change, and some people, you know, don't even catch on to it till they already did it, because they're trying to learn how to notice it before they can even make a change. And I'm sure there's a lot of other issues about that. But I just think, you know, maybe the issue with being so giving and getting taken advantage of is that we're giving too much too fast, and that we're trusting too fast, and we want to share all this information off the bat because, gosh dang it, you know, I've been sitting in my room all day, I've been at the library all day, I've been sitting under a tree all day. Now I meet somebody that I actually want to talk to, so you end up wanting to tell them everything. You know, so I would just try to work on personality traits and work on where you're, you could be better. Because you can't, it really upsets me when people do videos about, you're not a real INFJ. Who cares? Okay, you got your personality type, that's fine. But if somebody wanted to be like an INFJ, they might not have as much, be as introverted or have as much intuition, but they sure can sharpen their skills. And then when their skills get sharp, guess what? No one's even going to know what their personality is like. You know, it's like somebody having all 5 love languages, communication languages. So I just feel like we need to be really cautious on who we're listening to and what we're doing, cutting people off and getting out there in the world. It's too easy to complain about dumb people. It's too easy to complain about TV and stuff. But the truth is, they're probably going to be like that because we're not out there to show them what's not dumb. We're not out there to show them what you can do besides watch TV. So anyway, I know sometimes I say things that upset people, and I am sorry because I'm trying to be genuine. And I'm trying to talk like I am your friend and like I care. And I might watch the video myself later because these are some issues that I'm working on myself. So it's just my journey. This is just my journey. And I hope that, you know, I can be on a journey with you too. Thank you.